Okay, y'all, I'm back at it with my West Coast brother. When you think of one of the West Coast OGs, one of the realest dudes to ever touch a microphone coming out of that left coast, you think of this man. Welcome to VladTV, my brother, Spice One. What up?
What's cracking, man? You know what I'm saying? I just out here in hot ass Las Vegas.
Spice, what's the deal, kid? It's good to see you as always. You ready to get into this conversation or what?
Oh yeah, already. You know, I done had a few shots of my hand and everything, so we straight.
Yeah, I mean, like real talk. Like, I'm looking at you. You're looking good. I know off camera you done took 1 or 2 shots, so I'm like, yo, my brother, he about to give it to us.
You already know.
Okay. Speaking of Las Vegas, and this is the perfect segue where I want to go with this thing. The PD, they raided Keefe D's crib. Actually, Keefe D's wife's crib in connection to Tupac's murder. You up on that?
Yeah. You know, it was you know, knowing gangsterism and knowing how the game go, it was surprising but not surprising.
What you mean?
Things like that don't surprise you when you've been out here on these streets and you know cats and you know how things get down. You know, like it was a while back. I don't know. I think Vlad asked me if Suge was gonna get out of jail, and I told him he was. Nobody believed me. Man, if you know this game, you know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you've been out here in these streets long enough. You kind of expect the unexpected. And you don't be surprised by that kind of shit.
You know, it's crazy because I don't even know. I know this is his wife's crib or his ex-wife's crib. I don't even know if he live in that place anymore. But they raided it nonetheless, which lets people know he back on the Fed's radar. Like they coming for him. Clearly, they got affidavit to search the house. They got a warrant. To do all that. He's back in the game, back in the mix when it comes to them.
Yeah.
How you think this thing's gonna play out?
It depends on if they got him in custody or not right now. If they got him in custody, he got problems. If he's not in custody, he might be straight. You know what I'm saying? But if they got him in custody, he gonna have some problems. And depending on what they found in there and what he said can and will be used against him. So I mean, you know, man, it could go either way when it comes to that. I just hope that I just, you know, I don't like to see nobody go to the penitentiary, nobody go to jail or nothing like that or whatever. I just hope they get to the bottom of the whole thing. Cause you know, like me and like so many other people are just so tired of not knowing what happened, you know, what was going on.
I mean, right now they're saying that they found some bullets at the crib. They're testing them to see if they have any connection to the murder. I mean, Tupac died, what, 96?
Yeah.
You know, it's a long shot if that man kept any bullets, you know, from 20-something years ago, 25 years ago, still at the crib.
Yeah, hey, man, Keefe D, if you kept any of them bullets, dude, you tripping. Anything should be gone. Like, you know, anything, like anything had to do with anything should be gone. You know, I mean, I'm still, you know, I'm still pissed off if the nigga had anything to do with it or if he did it or any of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Me at my age, I ain't trying to do no penitentiary time, so you know, I ain't really trying to do no drive-bys or blow nobody brains out right now unless they really, really piss me off. So, you know, with all of that said, you know what I'm saying, man, dude, you know, you just better hope they don't find nothing, you know, catch you slipping, because, You know how Vegas police is. Don't nobody want to go to jail in Vegas.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm sure you caught the first interview he did on Vlad a couple of years ago. What was your thoughts when you saw that interview?
Wondering if he had anything to do with it or not. Like, he was in the car. Like, nigga, you was in the car with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't you tell them niggas to chill out? You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't, nigga, you was slipping. You got caught slipping at the casino after y'all robbed the homie and snatched his chain up. Why didn't you just tell him to chill out? You know what I'm saying? But then, the game is a motherfucker, man. Like I say, it's certain people you can get into it with and fight and everything might be cool or whatever, but then there's certain people that don't take that shit and they gonna come back and try to, they're gonna come back and let a nigga have it. You know what I'm saying? So, they say choose your battles wisely. Choose your battles wisely out here, because it's not a game at all. It's not a game.
You've been on the streets for years. You definitely have kept your ear to the street, and it's a lot that the streets know long before the cops know about it, long before the public know about it. When Keefe did that interview with Vlad, was that your first time hearing what actually went down? Or did you catch wind of it long before that interview just by being in the streets?
Well, I heard a lot by being in the streets. I heard a lot of people talking, saying this and saying that. But when the interview with Keefe D, it was like more detailed of because he said he was sitting in the car. You know what I'm saying? The crazy part about that is that, like I say, I was supposed to be sitting in the car with Pac that day. You know what I'm saying? So everything that happened to that car, I always think I was supposed to be in that car. You know what I'm saying? I had just left Pac that day, and I got memories of Pac standing by the car saying, "Come on, you can come right now, man. You don't need to. You can change clothes when you get to Vegas." I got memories of that flashback through my head the day Pac got killed out here. So every time I think about it, I remember Pac saying, standing by the car saying, "Come on now, let's go now. Hop in the car with me. Let's go." You know what I'm saying? I said, "I got to change clothes. I'm gonna meet you out there." Yeah, man. I kind of take the shit a little, really, I take it personal because I know I was supposed to be in that car.
Wow. It's interesting because, again, this is a 25-year-old unsolved murder we talking about. Obviously, we know it's no statute of limitations on murder. But do it surprise you that after all these years, as high profile as this case has been, that they're still on this man? They still are trying to close the book and solve this thing.
Well, my the little African homie had a lot of love out here, from whites to blacks to every race it is. Even some cops that had love for Pac. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised how hard they going trying to get that done. You know what I'm saying? I'm really I feel that I was really close to his family. I talked to Mo Preem a lot. It was real unfortunate that Mutulu Shakur just passed away. The whole thing, the whole story is I'm sitting here watching everything. You know what I'm saying? As far as me and Pac being cool and still telling Mo Preem, just like Trey told Ice Cube on Boys in the Hood. I told him he still got one brother left. So it's real personal to me, because I walked in a house with Pac and he told his mama, if anything was to happen to me, that that this my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he meant that, and he was right. So watching everything go down right now, is I'm taking everything personal. You know, I don't know the outcome, but I just really want to see get closure.
That's real, brother. What you said is very real. With that being said, do you think that Keefe is ever going to be arrested? Number one. And number two, if so, do you think he'll be convicted?
Well, you know, Vegas, if he was in that car, they probably gonna arrest him just because he was in the car, because that's accessory and, you know, whatever they can tie to him just for being in the car. You know, they gonna tie something to him just for being in the car. You know, he gonna probably have to get some lawyers and everything if they do that. You know, I'm pretty sure they will arrest him if they tie him to being in that vehicle. You know, when that man got shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's
you know,
definitely
it's crazy.
accessory and shit.
You know, it's crazy because he's gonna be arrested by his own words. That's the craziest part, right?
Yeah.
I saw an interview with the lead detective who was on the case, and he made it clear. He said, you know, Keefe don't have immunity. It ain't like this man is walking around with immunity for this case.
Yeah.
And Keefe been doing interviews like he an artist. Like he been doing interviews for years talking about.
You right about that, yeah.
So, you know, at the top of this interview, you was like, you know, whatever you say can and will be used against you. I mean, if he do get arrested, he do get convicted, a lot of it, he's going to have to look in the mirror because they going to use a lot of his words against him.
Yeah, they going to use everything he said against him. Shit, man, you know, you got so many people just saying, you know, wondering if, you know, they say, you know, Tupac's still alive, Tupac's still alive. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he got up there and said Pac was still alive, you know. You know, when people get in desperate situations, and I tell them what they say, man.
Yo, but he did an interview on Vlad, and he actually said, yo, if he go to jail for Pac's murder, then Reggie Wright Jr., not Senior, should go to jail for Biggie's murder. What you think about that?
That he he opened up Pandora's box right there. You can't close that bag, man. You know, that's just kind of like a little dry snitching a little bit. a little dry snitching a little tad bit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just crazy, man. You know, just him putting that out there like that. So, I mean, like you said, anything you say can and will be held against you. So they'll probably, you know, they probably gonna get into that shit too. They gonna look that up and try to investigate that too. You know what I'm saying? After him saying that, you know, shit. Police ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? They don't hire no dummies on the FBI. You know, they got the you know, got to have your mental up there. So I mean, that's why 99% of their cases go through. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you something, man. These street dudes gotta stop doing interviews. Like, real talk. If it's an open case, you ain't supposed to be talking about it. It's just as simple as that. You know the rules of the street. Like you can't be doing it. And it's for anybody who's been in the streets, still in the streets. You know, they get you with your own words. They get you with social media. So many people are putting what they doing right there on social media. It's crazy.